Hi, my life path number 8. Welcome to your collective reading for October 2021. Just a quick note, if you're not familiar with life path numbers, those are kind of similar to your zodiac. You determine it by your individual birth date, and then you get that number. That number really determines like our soul's purpose, what we're here for, some of our challenges, our strengths, and it's just a really important number in our numerology. So if you would like to get your number, I put a way to calculate it in the description box below. You can figure out which number you are and then click on my channel and find the video that corresponds to your number. All right. So quick note again, this video is for the collective. So some of the messages may or may not resonate with all of you. Please take from it what you can take from it. And remember, it is for the collective. If you would like a personal reading, I do those as well. You can find more information below this video. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards from the Energy Oracle card deck and see kind of what October has in store for you, life path number 8. Okay, we have the contract card. We have the reverse man holding a coin. And okay, we have the woman holding a heart card. Okay, life path number 8. So I see October being a big month for you in a really specific area of your life. So with the contract card, I feel like a big commitment is going to be made this month. So this could be if you are looking at like purchasing a house or, trying to find a house, and you've maybe been struggling with that, or if you've been thinking about it, I feel like this is going to be the month for you to act, because I just feel like a big change or just big commitment happening for you. This could also be marriage. So if you are in a relationship, it could be a possible engagement, or if you are engaged, it looks like you are getting married this month. So congrats if you are. Or this could be like a business deal of some sort. So maybe you're starting a business and you're signing like the contract to, with your business partner or getting your space. But I just feel like it's going to be a really just a big commitment that you're making in some area of your life. And if you've been nervous about, okay, is it going to come through for me? Is it really going to happen? It looks like it's going to really happen for you, but it's important that you stay focused and stay motivated, and just know that it is coming in for you. Don't allow kind of yourself to get discouraged, because then you're going to shut down and possibly send out that negative energy back into the universe, which could possibly, block your blessings or delay it. So just keep yourself open, keep that excitement up, stay motivated, stay focused on what it is that you are, what you're working on committing to, because I feel like it's going to be a wonderful month for commitment. Okay, so with the next card, we have the man holding a coin card. Life path number 8, make sure you're being careful this month, like with your finances as well. So I know I just mentioned how like you could be making a big commitment, like with a house or with a business, but also make sure you're paying attention to like your own personal finances and just any of the big decisions or big business deals that you are making. It's not necessarily saying that it's going to go wrong or going to be kind of like a bad thing, but just make sure that you are just really paying attention, that you are just counting everything, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and just pay attention, because this card reverse could mean that you may possibly be acting in against your own interests, where money or finances are concerned. Or it could also mean that you're gonna could possibly undervalue yourself. So you may not even realize kind of the importance or, how prosperous you are. And it's almost like you're doubting or cutting yourself, if that makes sense. So I just feel like really be careful in the area of finances, in the area of self-worth, and really just make sure, people aren't taking advantage of you in that area, because that card can only signal that, it could be someone or something that is maybe getting over on us that we can't see. So if you are making a big business deal or purchase, just make sure that, whoever you're working with, just make sure they have your best interest at heart, because it feels like it could be a really great deal or opportunity for you. But it just feels like, if you aren't selective with the people that you bring into this commitment, that, you may miss something, and something may come back and kind of, bite you in the, what later. So just be really careful with that as well. Okay. And also, so with the woman holding the heart card, that really is just telling us to be in tune with our emotions and stay on top of our emotions. So, we have, entered, Mercury is now in retrograde. So this is kind of like a weird time for communication, for relationships, things like that. So you really want to be careful this time, especially the beginning of October. Just really, before you react heavily, or before you react so harshly or intensely to something or someone, kind of pause before you react and kind of evaluate, okay, am I overreacting, or does this reaction suit, what happened or what has been done, or what was said, you understand? Just be careful, because I feel like your emotions may be kind of all over the place, especially in terms of your relationships, or just close, your romantic relationships, or just close relationships, period. So just be careful with that, and just try to stay on top of your emotions, and remember that you are in control of your emotions, and that not every situation requires a massive reaction, because sometimes you could be overreacting. So just be careful about that, okay? I'm going to see if there are any challenges that Spirit has to be watchful for October. So we have the reverse third chakra Archangel Chamuel. Okay, and then we have the first chakra Archangel Michael. And we also have the community card, which popped out. So with the reverse third chakra card, it's pretty much saying to be careful about kind of your energy in the month of October. So I feel like some of you may start to have kind of a scattered focus. You may start to feel kind of fragmented, almost like you're having trouble focusing on something. And so just make sure you're taking time to kind of center yourself and ground yourself, because I feel like it's going to be a lot happening in October that's going to require you to be in a lot of places, and doing a lot of things and just helping a lot of people. And so I feel like your mind is almost going to be just so stretched thin, especially if you're taking on this big commitment, or this, a big contract, as I was stating before. So I just feel like it's going to be just a good busy, but busy nonetheless, and kind of hectic time. So just be careful about making sure you are paying attention to yourself, that you are still focusing on yourself, finding time for yourself, and finding time for rest, and really just grounding yourself and bringing yourself back to center, okay? Because it's going to sap your energy, and it's almost like you're not going to be able to enjoy what's happening because you're going to have such low energy, okay? And with the first chakra Archangel Michael card, which is our energy center of our stability, our security, as well, that may be a challenge as well. You may, have a lot of insecurities this month. And this can be in many areas. So this could be maybe in like your career field. This could be personally in your romantic relationship or whatever. It could just be anything, just heightened insecurities. So you just want to make sure, again, you're centering yourself, that you are kind of checking yourself before it gets out of hand, because a lot of times our mind can really make things worse than what it is. And it can really play tricks on us, especially during kind of this, like weird time that we've just entered into, which until around, I think, October 18th. So just be careful about that as well. And if you are having big changes in your life, with like the big commitment, if you're moving or something like that, or changing jobs, that lack of security or, fear of, lack of stability may start to come back as well. So, just make sure you remember that you are, you're starting this new thing for a reason. You're buying this house, you're changing jobs, you're starting this business for a reason. Whatever it is that you're undertaking, just make sure you remember why you're doing it. And, don't be afraid of, gosh, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to be unstable? Like, am I still going to, bring in money? Like, just know that this is happening for a reason, and that it looks like it really is going to turn out in your favor. So just try to shake off some of those insecurities, okay? Okay, and with the community card, I don't know, it feels like some of you may be struggling with like isolation and loneliness. So again, you may be moving, and so you may feel like you're kind of losing that connection from others. Make sure you keep that a priority in your life. So if you are maybe moving from an area where you tend to have, a lot of people, you're around your family, and maybe you are leaving, or maybe having that physical distance between you all, or it could be anything as leaving a job, right? Starting your business or starting a new job, and you're leaving kind of the people that you've gotten close to or consider your friends. And so you may start to feel like almost detachment or isolation. So try to make sure you nurture those relationships and those bonds. Just because you are physically away from people doesn't mean that you still can't have that closeness in that relationship. And just make sure you continue to find time for that, because that will be a big part as well as you go through this month and go through these changes. Just make sure you still keep those connections secure, and lean on those connections. It will definitely be a big help for you as you go forward. Okay, so just keep those challenges and those things in mind. But it's looking like October is going to be a pretty good month for you, life path number 8. A big commitment is coming for you. So I'm going to see if there's any final messages Spirit has for you for October. And then I'm going to do a quick pull from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle card deck. Okay, so these 3 cards popped out. So again, the Journey card, you're starting something new. The 6th chakra Archangel Metatron, which is your, your third eye. And then we have the Appreciation card. So again, with the Journey card, it looks like you're starting something new. So I'm feeling like it's like a house, maybe you're moving someplace new, you're making a big commitment maybe to someone else, a business, but I just feel like it is a big change and big commitment in your life. And it's almost like the start of this wonderful new journey for you. So it's almost like, just be excited, just know that it's coming in for you, and be prepared, and just really enjoy the journey, especially with the Appreciation card, which is really appreciating what you have, where you've been, everything you've been through and how far you've gotten, especially if you've made it to this point. I feel like you've really been like manifesting this thing that's happening for you in October, and now you're starting to really reap the benefits of it. So just really appreciate the journey you've been on, and the new part of your journey that you're finding yourself on. Okay, and with the 6th chakra card, which is your third eye chakra, just make sure you're trusting your intuition. Again, when I mentioned earlier with the man holding a coin card, when I was saying how to be careful about just someone who may not have your best interest at heart when it comes to finances, I feel like that kind of ties back in to that card as well, because it's pretty much Spirit's way of saying of please make sure you're just trusting your gut feeling. If you get a gut feeling about someone or something, make sure you trust yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I feel like, you know, you all do have, if you let it, you all tend to have really strong spiritual connections, right? You're really big manifestors. And so I know you all have, you know, just that trust and that higher power, whatever higher power or entity that you believe in. So just make sure you're like listening to it. Make sure you're listening to yourself. If something doesn't feel right or seem right, don't do it. Don't go through with it, or don't listen, or don't allow that person to be in on whatever you're doing, because, you know, I don't want anything to happen to you, or anything to kind of mess up this nice, wonderful, new, big thing that's coming in for you. Okay. So just be careful in that front. All right, so before I end the video, I'm just going to see what messages the ancestors or your ancestors just may have for you. Had 2 cards pop out. Go with the flow, balance yourself, and let's see if there's anything else. Okay, and then the open to love card. So yeah, I think some of these messages kind of tie back into the energy oracle cards that I pulled, because that go with the flow is just kind of reiterating the the scattered energy that may start to come in for you in October. Be careful about that. You know, don't and also with the balance yourself, just be careful about that energy and maintaining your focus, especially on yourself. Make sure you're finding time for yourself. Make sure you're also, you know, resting. And it's so funny because this card popped up and it says, you know, manifest. And we know that you all are some of the best or strongest manifestors there are. So again, I feel like this new thing that's coming in for you, you have again been manifesting it. And sorry, I went blurry there. And it's finally happening for you. So really just go with it, enjoy it, right? Make sure you maintain that and find that balance for yourself. If you feel yourself kind of getting fragmented and kind of finding it hard to focus on yourself or focus on one thing, take that time out, make sure you rest, right? Open to love. I don't know. I feel like some of you all may be having a big commitment made when it comes to romantic relationships. So I'm getting like an engagement for some of you, or maybe you're actually going to become exclusive. Maybe your wedding is happening in October. So again, that open to love, just let your heart be open, you know. I don't know, maybe you've been kind of afraid of making a big commitment or creating this contract, this romantic contract with this person. But just know that, you know, this is obviously meant for you. And if it happens to you this month, embrace it, you know, enjoy it. Yeah, just be open to it. All right. So thank you so much, Life Path number 8, for watching this video. Yeah, and I hope you have a wonderful October, and I hope you enjoy that big thing that's going to happen for you. All right, I'll see you all in November.